Of course, I enjoy teaching English, otherwise I wouldn't do it. This activity is very varied. Basically, you do not have the same two identical lessons twice. Students change, their needs or requests differ from time to time. The topics we cover, the grammar we discuss is different, and so on. Not to mention that through this activity, I can meet new and interesting people and learn something from them too. I've been teaching students with diverse language backgrounds face-to-face for about 25 years. I also teach online. I've been teaching online for about 10 years, though this hasn't been a very intensive activity up till now. Recently, I've registered myself on different online platforms to teach and also created my personal website to recruit more students. I would like to do this activity full-time in the future.
Well, the question is simple. The answer is much more complicated than that. So I think this is my job as a teacher to find a solution and to achieve success with my students within the shortest period time frame. If I could find that solution, I would be able to say that this is the best solution, this is the best method for that specific student. On the other hand, this might not be good, acceptable for another student. There are people who are visual types. Others learn after hearing something, so I need to apply different methods each and every time.
Absolutely. It is very important to have a trial lesson. It is vital, I would say. During that, we can get to know each other a bit. And what is more important, I can have a better idea of what your language level is and what you want to achieve and within what time period. You should also want to make sure that I can deliver the results that you want to have. In other words, I'm the right person who can help you. You may certainly decide that you do not want to take my lessons. No hard feelings. I think the best way is when you can insert language learning into your day-to-day activities. I know it is easier to say than do, but evidently if you can manage it somehow, language learning wouldn't be a necessary nuisance anymore. Like, oh gosh, I've got a lesson at 5 p.m. again and I haven't learned anything, how will I survive? No, not like that. Language learning shouldn't be a sweaty strain anymore. It can be fun. If you like reading, find a good book or an online source you can read. In case you prefer watching videos or movies, browse among them or watch a TV series or online in English before going to bed, for instance. The important thing is that this activity should be regular, a day-to-day activity, part of your daily routine, like brushing your teeth. You brush your teeth at least twice a day, right? Right? Right. My ideal student would be someone who really wants to learn English. Someone who can accept that language learning is a path, a process, and not a race. Language learning is like going to the gym. You can achieve results only in the long run, and if you are determined and hardworking. I'm sorry, but you cannot accelerate things. If you start training with heavy lifts in the gym, you will not achieve anything but having a muscle strain or fatigue. Also, let's suppose that you achieve something, but stop going to the gym for some time And when you go back, you realize that you cannot lift as much as you could when you had done training before taking a break. So if you can accept the above, and you yourself feel that you want to learn English, then please contact me. I'm looking for students with whom I can make a long-term partnership in studying English. And here, the meaning of the word partnership is very important. As I've said, studying the language is a long and continuous process. I should be there whenever you need some guidance or motivation. This is why I chose that image on the landing page of my website, in which you can see two hikers or climbers going up the hill together. One of them is helping the other until they reach the top of the hill. This conception appears on my logo as well, represented by two people standing under two flags. I visualize language learning like this. I would be your tutor, your guide, and I will show you the way till you reach your goal or destination. I'm especially looking for beginner and intermediate students. Yes, I'm TEFL certified. I got my certification in 2019. I also have a TEFL cert in teaching business English, as well as in teaching English to young learners, basically children. No, absolutely not. Although the majority of my students are adults, I have young students as well. My youngest student is 5, whereas my oldest is 66. If we do not have a common language, then it is very important that the student should have a communicative level of English, though. Yes, I've been preparing students for different types of language exams. In the past, I prepared Hungarian students for state language exams, especially on the intermediate level. Recently, I've studied the TOEIC exam requirements. First, I need to understand the exam requirements, its structure. Then I should do a couple of tests by myself and prepare tests for my students as well. This is also a learning process I should do before I start preparing someone else for any type of exam. No, I'm not. I've learned and still learning this language. Maybe it's a huge disadvantage for some of the students. Well, on the contrary, I can say that it can be an advantage because I went through the same learning curve you're struggling with, and I know exactly the areas of difficulties you might face and how to overcome those challenges. Well, of course, I have plans for the future. I would like to acquire some knowledge regarding the IELTS test. I would like to prepare students for that test too. Besides that, I continuously create, maintain, and develop new learning materials that I can use. Yes, if you want to have a lesson with me, please contact me before booking or requesting a lesson on the platform. Please keep in mind that I teach on other platforms as well as offline, so I cannot present my full schedule here. Also, if you want to cancel your lesson, please cancel it at least 12 hours before the lesson starts. Thank you. I hope you liked this video and you got to know me better. I also hope that this video answers to many of your questions and you have a much clearer idea or notion about me. If you still have questions, please feel free to contact me. I would be happy to answer. I'm looking forward to meeting you in my virtual classroom, and I do hope that I will be able to help you in learning English in the future. Bye.